Now on More 4, this is where we start our exclusive season of Darcus Howe programmes over this week. He meets LaToya Jackson at 11:10, and now tonight's thorny, angry true story. And for this veteran race campaigner, even his illness is political. There's very strong language from the start and scenes of medical surgery. In What's Killing Darcus Howe?
This Pacific tribe has developed an efficient way to collect coconuts by transferring quickly between trees. Conserving vital energy, their technique was named after Volkswagen's seamless direct shift gearbox.
Darcus Howe. For some, a menace to society. But for many ethnic minorities like me, he's an inspiration. So when I heard prostate cancer had nearly killed him, I was worried. I wanted to know what had happened to this legendary race campaigner. It was the start of an extraordinary 6 months. After staring death in the face, Darcus would try to save others from prostate cancer, a disease which hits black men the hardest.
I'm doing it because I want to face myself in a fucking mirror.
He would refuse to grow old gracefully. And I would delve deep into the mind of this former Black Panther, ending up in a bitter race war.
Didn't you know I'm an old colonial in which everything was racialized? What do you want me to do? Kneel down and suck your bottom? What?
Darcus Howe is Britain's most famous race campaigner. Born in Trinidad, the son of an Anglican priest, he came to Britain in the 1960s. Darcus quickly rose to fame as a radical black activist, standing up to the authorities. For decades, this firebrand intellectual risked his life fighting for racial equality. I first met Darcus 5 years ago. He's now 66 and recovering from prostate cancer. I'm keen to find out what's happened to him. When we meet, it's a sad occasion. A friend of his, Leo, has just died, and we're on our way to his funeral in Essex. Leo is just the latest in a long line of Darcus's friends who've developed prostate cancer.
This is the last leg of Leo Lewis's final journey into the night. He was a school friend in Trinidad.
I leave Darcus at the crematorium. I've never seen him like this. After the funeral, I find out why Darcus is so troubled. He feels his friend died needlessly.
I'm very sad to have lost a friend, but it's tinged with anger. His death from prostate cancer was certainly preventable. Because if you don't get tested early and get rid of the beast will get rid of you.
A few weeks later, Darcus tells me he's desperate to go back to Essex. He wants to warn Leo's eldest son, Micky, about the risks of prostate cancer, a disease Darcus calls the silent killer.
My task is to get him to get tested. He's Leo Lewis's son.
Before we meet Micky, I try to find out how prostate cancer's affected Darcus.
A lot of my personality was physical strength, you know. A lot of fellows who tried to bully me when I was small realized that. You know what I mean? Just put it mildly. So now I know I'm not what I used to be. I walk tall, shoulders square, bouncing along. And somehow you're trying to keep that same rhythm, but you have to change gear and go into another rhythm. The post-operative, the post-prostate cancer rhythm, I call it. Completely different. I'm not running up any stairs. What if I fall and break my neck? I'm stiff. Killing me softly with a song. Killing me softly. Where's my room? Where's... Nice. Where's my door? Where's my room? Where's my room?
What room's that?
14.
I think it's downstairs. It's the other house.
Oh, shit. These steps are steep. Crash! Crash!
I can see that prostate cancer has left its mark on Darkus. Darkus has arranged to meet Micky, Leo's son by his first marriage, in a local shopping mall. Micky's in a very high-risk group for prostate cancer. Astonishingly, black men are 3 times more likely to develop the disease than white men. It's thought that biological and dietary differences may explain this. Micky is also pushing 40, and with a family history, he should go for a test soon.
Hello, Darcus.
No,
how you doing?
get me right.
You all right?
Yeah.
Micky is a DJ, photographer, and a father of a teenage daughter.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. One of them things.
So sorry. The last time I saw him, he looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Trim, slim, and the last person you expect
To do that.
to die of something so horrible.
Went from 18 stone down to 9.
Could you imagine? He was never 9 stone. He was 9 stone in primary school.
He loved the boxing, though. He did love it. It's funny to be in here when he talked about that and football all the time.
Leo died because he didn't get tested in time. Micky could make the same mistake unless Darkus can help him.
So far in my family, it hasn't skipped any generation. My grandfather, my father, and then me.
Right.
And there is always a fear of what is not known.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer testing involves 2 stages. The first is a blood test. The second is a rectal examination. A tricky subject, I've heard, for some in the Caribbean community.
If they're only taking a blood test, I'm not afraid of that.
No, what are you afraid of? A finger up your bottom? That is after you get the...
Right.
Is that what you're afraid of? I have never met anybody in this world who would rather die of cancer than have a finger in his bottom to discover it early and deal with it. I mean, you have evidence of what your father became. You think if he knew, he would have preferred to die and leave you and your sister?
To be honest, knowing my dad, I think he probably would. He wouldn't have done. No, he wouldn't have done that.
I don't know whether to believe Micky. Would he really rather die than have a test?
Most black guys who I know are not going to let someone put their finger on the grass. That's for sure. They're not going to do it. No chance. Rubbish. Never in a million years.